Find a comfortable seat and close down your eyes. Breathe length into your spine. And let your eyes drift deeper into your skull. Soften the skin around your face. Relaxing the muscles of your jaw. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. Another deep inhale. And soft, full exhale. Feeling into the space behind your eyes. And softening the eyes in its socket. Behind closed eyes, begin to look up gently. Behind closed eyes, begin to look down. Now, behind closed eyes, begin to look to your left. What darkness does the left eye see? Feel into the darkness the right eye sees. Behind closed eyes, begin to look to your right. Notice the darkness that your right eye sees. And the darkness your left eye sees. Softening your eyes back to center and take a moment to feel. Noticing the sensations around your eyes. Now bring your right hand to your left collarbone for 3 slaps or taps with heavy hands. Soften that down, and left arm for 3 slaps on your right collarbone. Both hands behind the corner of your jaw 3 times. Right hand to above your left armpit. Make it deeply felt. Left arm to your right collarbone. Bringing your fingertips to your chest. Letting your fingertips sink in deeper. And begin to move, maybe in opposite directions, maybe in circles. Either on your chest or in your sternum. Finding that connection to your inner octopus guiding you. And begin to tap with heavy fingers all around this space. Down your sternum, down the sides and bottom of your ribs. Softening your taps and bringing your right hand to the space between your belly button and sternum. And 3 taps here. Both hands to your hip creases 3 times, deeply felt. Bringing your legs out in front of you. Both knees at the same time, 3 times. Soles of your feet begin to touch. Find the inner ankles and 3 times. Crossing your legs. Preparing for the journey into double breath. Let's take a deep inhale together. And a soft exhale. Another deep inhale. And a slow, long exhale. And one more deep breath in. And a deep, long breath out. When you feel ready, you can join in. Fifteen more seconds. On your next exhale, exhale all the way out and hold. Begin to move your heart from side to side. Small movement. Holding for 5 more seconds as you move. Now take a deep, slow breath in. At the top of your inhale, hold. Sip a little more air in. And a little more air in. And take one more small sip of air in and hold. Sensing the expansion in the crown of your head. Take one more sip of air in. And then exhale, releasing all the air out. Breathing naturally. Now drink in one more slow breath of air, followed up the front of your spine, past your heart. Let it reach and sit in the cave of your skull, and hold your breath here. Sip in a little bit more air, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and hold. Softening around the edges. Letting the energy expand in the crown of your head. Take one more strong sip of air in. And exhale, water falling all the air out. Feel. Bring your eyes to a soft gaze and remove any cushion that you might be sitting on. Finding your crossed legs. Finding hands on top of your knees. As you push your knees up, begin to push your hands into your knees, drawing your low belly towards the back of your heart. Armpits lift gently, and spine stays long. And from here, begin to lean back just gently until you find something grabbing. Breathing deeply here, begin to bring your right hand to your right low ribs. Begin to let your hand sink in, deeper beyond your skin. Placing your left hand on top of your right hand, pulling up. Finding a tension and an opening of your skin. Breathing deeply into the sides of your waist. Breathing more space into your right side. Softening here, bringing your left hand to your left low ribs. At the bottom of your heart, sink in deeper. Finding your tissues and then right hand on top of your left. As you sink in deeper, begin to pull up. If you're pulling your skin and your tissues up above your ribs. Drawing your low belly in and connecting to your low belly triangle, breathe deeply into your left side. And then softening. Taking a deep breath and roll over your legs onto your hands and knees. Finding your soft baby hands, the connection to your outer edges of your hands. On your exhale, begin to let your spine sink down towards the ground. Micro bend of your elbows. Take a deep inhale to inflate and round up. And exhale, softening your spine and belly towards the ground. Soft head and neck wave with the movement. Deep inhale to inflate. And soft exhale. Continuing at your own breath. Now begin to bring your right leg out with the bent knee to your side. Coming onto your toes, your heels are lifted. Pushing gently your left arm, your left hand away from your right foot. As you exhale, gently soften your hips back. Right arm is soft. Now as you take a deep inhale, round forward, inflating. Your left arm, your left hand can stay soft, or it can begin to roll and dance with your movement. And exhale, your hips come back. Inhale, inflate yourself forward. Right foot and left hand continue pushing away from each other. Finding a big or small movement here. Listening to your breath from within. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable and get lost in the movement. Get lost in the guidance of your own breath. Beginning to slow down your movements. Placing your right hand down. Right foot comes back. And bringing your left leg out. to the side. Right hand pushing in opposite direction of your right foot. Begin to soften your hips back. Left hand is soft on the ground. Inhale to inflate forward. Letting your left hand join in as much as you feel. Exhales, bringing your hips back. And inhales to inflate. Slowing down your movement, coming back onto your all fours. Begin to walk your knees further back. Walk your hands slightly forward and coming onto your elbows. Elbows are slightly in front of your shoulders, soft hands. Draw your low belly in, finding your neutral spine. Rooting deep into our deep core. If you want to deepen your sensation, walk your knees back a little bit further. Low belly is drawn in. Breathing into the sides of your waist. Softening your face. Breathing into the edges. 2 more deep breaths here. Finding that shake. And then come all the way down onto your belly. Hands underneath your shoulders. Forehead 1 millimeter off the ground. Inhale to lift your right leg off the ground. Bend your knee and bring it over across your body to your left side. Toes reaching towards the ground. And then exhale, come back. Inhale to lift your left leg off the ground. Bend your knee. Reach it across your body. Toes reaching towards the ground on your right side. And come back. Take a deep inhale. Shift your hips back towards your heels. Exhale, rounding up. Finding that bounce, the widening of your sitting bones, knees pushing apart. With soft hands, take a deep inhale and open, no tension. Exhale, gather in. Another deep inhale, soft arms opening up and wide, resisting with your sitting bones. Exhale to gather. Now finding tension in your arms as you inhale one more time, resisting the movement with your own strength. And then exhale, hips go back, hands find the mat. Inhale, ripple forward, all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here and begin to move your knees, bending one at a time. Letting your hips shift and sway. Coming to stillness, pulling your sitting bones back, take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Now inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. And exhale to fold. Connecting with the inner fountain, let it run up the inseam of your legs. Inhale, float, parachute arms. And then exhale to fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. And exhale, straight into your fold. Closing at your hips, heels twirl out, fold. Inhale, inner fountain lifts and inflates. And exhale to fold. Downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward into plank. Exhale all the way down, melting into the ground. Inhale, right leg lifts. Across your body, reaching the ground on your left side. Exhale, come back. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend your knee, reaching it across to the right side. And back to center. Inhale, now lift your hips towards your heels. Exhale to round up, gathering in front of your heart with tension in your arms. Inhale, wings go up and wide. Exhale, gather in one more flight. Deep inhale, find the tension and resistance. Pull apart. Exhale, hips back, hands forward. Inhale, ripple forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath here. Inhale, walk towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fly once. Exhale, float back down. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. And exhale, find your soft Tadasana, arms by your side. Close your eyes.
Keep breathing deeply. What is the darkness that your eyes see behind closed eyes? Is there light within darkness? Can you sense the rivers? The beating of your heart? The fluids moving as you sway side to side? Take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Softly open your eyes, but keep a little bit of that energy, a little bit of that gazing through your eyelids. And within that softness, and as you take a deep inhale, feel the extension of your spine towards the sky. Keep pulling with your knees forward, your sitting bones pulling back. Take a deep inhale and begin to lift your arms up. And as you do this, bring the weight of your body towards the ball of your feet. Lift your heels up. Keep pulling with your sitting bones back, even as you begin to lean back, as you open your arms. It doesn't have to be too big to resist the tendency of the pelvis to want to go forward. Sitting bones pulling back. And as you exhale, rotate your thighs internally. Bring your hands in front of your pelvis and forward fold. Take a deep inhale and fly here. And as you begin to fly, it's a soft flight, so your knees begin to pull forward. As they pull forward, they get closer to the ground. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis, and how soft can you make this landing of the knees? Sitting bones pulling back, gather. Take a deep inhale, inflate the inner balloon. Resist the tendency of the pelvis wanting to go completely to the front. This time, as you exhale, place your hands in front of your pelvis and go into a perch. Place your hands on the ground, and as you exhale, bring your legs down to the ground. Breathe here. Sway side to side. Now melt to the ground. Now this time, as you inhale, push up. Right knee goes to the left elbow. Exhale, come to the ground. Inhale, left knee to the right elbow. Exhale, down to the ground. This time, as you inhale, you're gonna jump into your perch. Gather here. Inhale, begin to pull your knees forward. One more time. How soft can you make the landing of the knees? Long belly pulling back. Exhale, gather. Inhale, fly. Exhale, place your hands in front of your pelvis, and this time go into a forward fold from here. Rotating your thighs internally. Inhale, fly here, soft fly. Exhale, come down. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up to the sky, but as you do this, begin to pull your knees forward. One more time, lift up your heels off the ground. Now as you exhale, bring your arms up. Soften your heels on the ground. As you inhale, bring your right leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, spiral your upper body towards the lifting leg. Exhale, down. Arms up. Bring your hands and arms on the sides and breathe here. We know this is a little different, and not a little, but actually very different to what we've been doing in the past days. This is an invitation to follow the sensations of your inner octopus into something a little bit more fiery, without jumping into the need of something superficial or just muscly, but it's more an inner sensation that comes from something very deep. So if you want to continue doing the sun salutations that we've been doing before, or the ones that Yana showed previously, go ahead and do that. We're going to do just one more round. This one we can call it a fire salutation instead of a sun salutation, because it's like facing the sun really close to it. So it's just an invitation. Feel free to do whatever your inner octopus calls you to do. Take a deep inhale and begin to lift your arms up. Lift your heels off the ground, sitting bones pulling back, knees pulling forward. So it's almost like you going into a back bend, but you're not there yet. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Now exhale, bring your hands in front of your pelvis, forward fold. Inhale, fly. And as you start to fly here, your knees pull forward. You're going into the ball of your feet. Your knees are pulling forward. Slowly land them on the ground. Sitting bones pulling back. Gather. Take a deep inhale. Inflate. Fly. As you exhale, bring your hands in front of your pelvis and go into your perch. As you exhale, jump back. Come back down to the ground. Inhale, right knee goes to the left elbow. Exhale, down. Inhale, left knee, right elbow. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale, jump into your perch. Exhale, knees forward. Land softly, sitting bones pulling back. Gather. Inhale, fly. This time as you exhale, bring your hands in front of your pelvis and go into your forward fold. Inhale, fly here once. Exhale, back. Inhale this time, Lift your heels off the ground, sitting bones pulling back, knees pulling forward. Exhale, heels land on the ground, arms up. Inhale, almost like you're crossing towards your right knee. Exhale down, spiral your body as you inhale and inflate your left knee up. Exhale, arms up and down to the sides. Close your eyes and feel the fire. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. And separate your feet a little bit more. Let your knees pull your thigh bones, lengthening them as your sitting bones pull back, going to your vortex chair. Low belly goes behind the heart. Keep your heart soft with your sternum triangle holding it. Keep your collarbone triangle facing the sky. Bounce here. Now bring the weight to the left side. Let your left knee pull forward a little bit more. Take a deep inhale, inflate the right leg up. Spiral your upper body towards your floating leg. And as you exhale, bring it down. Shift your weight to the right side. Right knee pulling forward. Deep inhale, inflate your left leg up. Float it. Spiral towards it. And exhale down. Shift to the other side again, left side. Inflate. And as you exhale this time, bring your right leg back to a lunge. Short lunge. Find your roots first. Find your roots. So let your sitting bones pull back, the knees pull forward. There's a rotation of the thighs towards the center. The right leg on the back is going to want to open, but you're spiraling towards the left knee. Now, inflate the right arm up, almost like you had a parachute underneath your right armpit. Left hand on your left ribs or your left heart. Left low belly triangle. It's lifting a little bit more. You can tell your inner octopus, your nervous system to connect with that side and lengthen that side a little bit more. Now, as you exhale, bring your hand softly touching the front of your knee. Now gather both hands in front of your chest. Pull apart. Find your roots. Keep the connection with your legs open and fly. Now bring your left arm back to your left ribs and see with your right arm towards your right knee. Gather one more time. Fly. As you exhale, bring your left hand to your left heart again. Right arm, right hand touches the left knee. Gather, and this time inflate your right leg up. And as you exhale, bring it back down to the ground. Close your eyes and sway side to side. Feel. Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale. Other side. Right knee pulls forward. Sitting bone, right sitting bone pulls back. Deep inflation. Lift your left leg up. And as you exhale, bring it back towards your lunge. Find your roots, the inner fountain running through your inner legs. Find the strength of your left leg on the back. Find a little bit of a bounce here. Inflate your parachute underneath your left armpit. Float your left arm. Right hand on your right heart. Connect with the right leg. With your right side. Your right low belly triangle. Almost as you could pull it with your right arm up. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, seaweed your left arm towards your right knee. Barely graze it. Gather with both hands in front of your chest and pull apart. Keep the connection with your legs, with your roots, your sitting bones pulling back. Exhale, heart, hold it by the right hand. Left hand seaweeds. Inflate, gather. Exhale, right hand holds the heart. Left hand grazes the right knee. Last one, deep inhale, pull apart. Seaweed one last time, the left arm to the front. And this time as you inhale, lift your left leg up. When you bring it down as you exhale, forward fold. Inflate, fly. Exhale, hands on the ground, downward facing dog. Inflate, roll forward, plank. Exhale, melt to the ground. Inhale, sitting bones pull back. Exhale, gather. Inhale, fly. Exhale, gather. This time, as you inhale, inflate your arms up above your head. They don't have to be straight up, they can be in a diagonal. Sitting bones pulling back, keep breathing here and bouncing a little bit. Lift your low belly triangle towards the back of your heart. Grab an imaginary cloud with your hands. Bring tension with your hands and to your hands and arms. Keep your neck soft. Now take a deep inhale. Begin to pull the cloud towards your chest, the chest towards the cloud. Resist with your sitting bones pulling back. Exhale, bring them back up. Next time, as big as you want, but resist the tendency of the pelvis wanting to go forward immediately. Take a deep inhale. Inflate the inner balloon, inflate your body towards the cloud. Keep tension in your arms, your soft neck, and as big as you want. Exhale, bring them back up. Take a deep inhale here and feel the expansion. And as you exhale, gather at the heart. Hands in front of your chest. Lean forward. Deep inhale, inflate. Fly once. Exhale, place your hands on the ground. Sit on your knees. Take a deep inhale and feel this moment. Now we did Bakasana perch previously. Wasn't introduced like a Bakasana perch, but it's basically the same we did in the fire salutations. So basically walk your hands back and go into your Bakasana perch. So it's not a typical preparation for Bakasana, which will be something like this. It's more that invitation of the thighs to an internal rotation. The hands and the arms are in the inseam of your legs. And they can be a little bit forward. Place them baby hands, so there's a little bit of a cave inside of your both hands. Low belly goes behind the heart. And this doesn't have to be a Bakasana completely, but it can be that. But find it through breath, so sensations rather than the shape. Try not to aim for the typical shape. So instead of going knees on top of on top of elbows or triceps, hug them. It's like an embrace of the legs and the arms. Wait for the breath. Take a deep inhale. At the top of your inhale, go forward with the inhale and come back. Find the flotation. Deep inhale forward. Exhale down. How soft can you make this? Remember, baby hands, you're doing basically a deep connection with the outer part of your hand, so the pinky moon of your hand, creating a little bit of a cave inside your hand. Deep inhale. At the top of your inhale, float. And play around. If you want to go deeper, how soft can you make that and stay up there floating? So instead of being all tense, how about you bring some softness to the edges? Let your legs be wobbly. Even shake them up there. See how soft can you be here. Your sitting bones are still pulling back. Your low belly triangle is up behind your heart. Close your eyes and feel if you're floating up there. If you're not, keep playing around without rushing it. Thirty more seconds. So if you can see, Yana is placing her hands, her baby hands, completely on the ground on the outside. She waits for the deep inhale, and at the top of the deep inhale, soft legs, beautiful. So play around and get lost a little bit in those sensations, and when you're ready, come back to your knees. Keep playing a little bit more if you want. If you think that's enough, sit on your heels. Feel your spine long. Deep breath. Now, place your sitting bones on the ground. Bring your legs up, out in front of you. Cross your right leg parallel to your pelvis. And bring the weight of your body to your right sitting bone. Grab the outside of your left leg, of your left foot. And your left hand goes to your left sitting bone. Lean forward and begin to push your feet forward, your foot forward, lengthening your leg, but resisting the tendency to want to lock your leg. So keep a little bit of bent knee, deep breath, grow longer, your spine towards the sky, create space with your breath. And if you want, place your left hand on the ground, or even tell your ribs to grow further away from your hips. Deep breath on 3. Keep pulling with your sitting bones back on 2. Deep breath on 1. Exhale, come back and switch. Left leg in front of your pelvis parallel to it. Cross your right leg in front of you. Grab the outside of your foot, right foot. Lift your right sitting bone off the ground. Right hand on your right sitting bone, pulling back. Lean forward at first. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis as you lengthen your right thigh bone. Instead of rotating externally, rotate internally here. Your leg, your right thigh is rotating internally. Deep breath, find length on your spine towards the sky. Keep pulling with your sitting bone back. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Place your legs in front of you. And slowly begin to lay down on the ground. Bend your knees. Your heels closer to as close as you can to your glutes. Now separate your heels off the ground and bring your rotation, your internal rotation of your legs and your heels are a little bit off to the sides. So you're standing basically on the ball of your feet. Your sitting bones are pulling back. So instead of being here already, relax your sitting bones towards the ground. Walk forward a little bit with your knees pulling forward. Your glutes are very close to the heels. Now take a deep inhale here and begin to pull your knees forward a little bit, and your sitting bones are resisting your pelvis. Almost like you're doing a bridge, but this time place your left hand right next to your ear on the ground. Baby hand. Take a deep inhale and reach with your left knee forward and your left elbow back. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis here. Connect with the sensation of your left side of the body, growing a little bit longer. Lengthen the space between your armpit, left armpit and left hip. And exhale, let that go and switch. Right arm, place it next to your right ear. Begin to take deep breaths to the sides of the pelvis, lengthening your right thigh, right knee pulling forward, right elbow pulling back. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis, make the right side of your body longer. Right armpit, moving further away from your right hip. Deep breath. And exhale. Slowly come back to the ground, walk your feet forward. Place your pelvis on the ground, lift your legs up. Shake your legs and your hands and your arms into a life bug. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis and place your legs down again. Couple more movements before we go into our settling. Soles of the feet on the ground. Soft bridge, begin to pull your knees forward, and it's the movement of the knees moving forward towards the sky, forward and up, what lifts your pelvis off the ground. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis, resist the tendency of the pelvis wanting to go immediately to the sky with your sitting bones pulling back. Deep breath. And exhale, softly bring your pelvis down to the ground. Breathe here. Begin to let your legs fall to the ground. Your feet fall into the sides. Your bones heavy on the ground. Close your eyes if you're not there yet. Breathe deeply. Let each breath be a step towards something deeper. Back into the unknown. A darker place we don't explore. A darker place in need of light. So bring the light of this practice, this movement, this energy, these vibrations to let the light spread in there. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. Walking through the threshold of something that can't be grasped with words. Take a deep inhale. And with a heavy exhale, melt to the ground and keep breathing and melting. As you take your next inhale, visualize something deep, expanding towards the sky, something deeper of your existence. And as you exhale, bring some of the energy of earth, atmosphere, and something even beyond those ideas back into your center. And again, as you inhale, let that expansion happen beyond skin, through ground, air, universe. And as you exhale, bring it back to your center. Stay in this place. But keep breathing deeply and begin to move slowly your fingers, your toes, your hands, closing and opening your palms. Maybe lifting your arms off the ground. And begin to stretch your arms in any direction. And as you exhale, as graciously as you can, with eyes closed, begin to come back to your sit. Place your sitting bones on the ground and let your spine be long. Take a deep inhale and a heavy exhale. And again, deep inhale. And a heavy exhale. Bring both hands or one hand to the ground in front of you or on the side. And take one last inhale, deeply felt. And a heavy exhale. And when you're ready, let your eyes be opened. Thank you for walking with us. Your energy, your presence is not taken for granted. Thank you.